Hi, I'm Dr. Elisabeth Crim. I'm a licensed psychologist and a certified relax and renew yoga trainer. I'm also the founder and director of Moonstone Center. You can learn more about me and Moonstone Center at DrElisabethCrim.com and MoonstoneCenter.com. I'd like to welcome you to this edition of The Healer's Life. It's a newsletter and video I put out each month to remind you to take care of you, to attend to you, the person who is also the healthcare provider, educator, minister, anyone who's in the service of care for others. A lot of us in this position tend to not focus on self, but even when we are focusing on others, we can get very micro-focused and not attend to the larger picture, not just the larger picture of the whole person, as we talk a lot about holistic care, integrative medicine, whole person, mind, body, spirit. That is the trend, and I speak to that language a lot. But what I want to speak to this week, because this is Holy Week, you're getting this video on Good Friday for Christians, and the Seder service is happening for my Jewish friends, and Passover week is this week, the Holy Week for the Christianity and those who observe that, Easter Sunday with the resurrection of Christ, and all that we celebrate in that, and all that we grieve and attend to in His death on the cross. There's all this imagery and ritual that happens in many of our religions during this time. Even those religions we aren't as predominantly attuned to, they're considered pagan. The spring equinox and the celebration of the Easter season and time of year. Easter can mean spring. I think it does mean spring in Latin if it's E-O-S-T-R-E, which is so exciting because all these different paths of how we've been human and how we've related come together. And what we find in all of these is a theme of approaching death and approaching loss and discovering renewal and reincarnation and even a salvation of getting to live again. And I know that can sound very out there, it can get very religious sounding, and that's not my intent. But it is my intent to cue that a lot of these rituals that come with these various religions that are in our culture can really cue us to who we are as individuals and who the other people in our lives are in the larger picture of what it is to be a created being in this world. Even if you don't view it as creation, there is something about us as we fit into the whole nature and the way that the world works that way. If you step out in this season and go outside, the air feels different. You can begin to see flowers blooming that you don't see at this time, except at this time of year. There's buds in certain trees that had lost their leaves. It's a refreshing energy that comes along. It follows winter and the death and what has gone into the ground and what is re-emerging, what is renewed, what has resurrected, if you will, as a whole new life. It is a very powerful season. Energetically in the world, through the different religions and the prayers and the celebrations and the meanings of life that they are discussing and discovering. And I would like to call you, oh healthcare provider, oh healer, to say, check in with yourself. Let yourself move out of the focus that's down here with you and other people and out and around, and to see where you fit in with the larger world, with the rest of nature. To let yourself have a moment of awe and observing the miracle of a much larger whole scheme of where you are. That you, and a part of this holiness that we talk about this week, are sacred. That you, as an individual, are sacred on a much larger plane. And that those we interact with, beyond their illnesses, beyond what we're teaching them, beyond what journeys we're going on paths with them, they are also sacred. There is something bigger than ourselves going on. It's really good every now and then to pull back and see that and honor that. Be thankful for your place in it and be in awe of what's around you. I wish you well. I hope you have a really special moment with you, with God, if you see God and celebrate God and honor Him or her as existing in your life. I do. But I hope that if you will have that, give yourself a moment. And if you don't, even if it's just your source of energy, but whatever it is that provides this vibrance, have a moment with that this weekend. Whether it's in a church, in a temple, at a friend's house, or just out in nature by yourself or at home with your family. Take a moment, observe your sacredness, feel the holiness of just being a part of this amazing world that we get to live in. I look forward to connecting with you next month. I hope that you have a great weekend and a good rest of the week and the rest of the month. And we'll talk to you in May. Please check out the website for upcoming events where I'm speaking, or if you do want to consider having me come in to speak, the way to contact me and all of that's on those websites as well. Look forward to connecting with you again. Take care.